Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. As you can see, we're going to be playing today with the champion deck list from Japan, Mew VMAX. Still dominating, still doing well. Seems like the release of Spiritomb might have even made it stronger, if that's even possible somehow. Pretty powerful deck. We have Ice Cube to deal damage to the bench. We have Meloetta to deal a gazillion damage and potentially attack on turn 1. We have Mew VMAXs. We have the Fusion Strike Energy to protect our Gen-Sex from Spiritomb. We have Lost City to Lost City away Spiritomb. Possibly Manaphy as well. Ralts and Gardevoir line pieces, as well as Drapion, right? It's a really powerful deck. Definitely a big threat. And it feels like, at least from the games that I've played the deck now, Mew might be at its strongest right now when there's a brand new counter released to it. That's just outstanding to me, but that is where we are at. Yeah, you know I love the other version. It got me a beautiful trophy overall, but this version is definitely the way to go as of right now. So yeah, let's jump into a ladder, play a couple of games, see how it goes. If you want to support the channel, you can use code Tablemon to get 5% off at Potent Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 10% off on your aluminum accessories at TC Evolutions. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab, then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. ¿Eres de México y necesitas cartas de Pokémon? Busca Hyperbeam Cards en Facebook e Instagram. Y si estás en Tijuana, búscalos en el local C27 en el Centro Comercial Otay. Alright, so here we go. I love the other version of Mew a lot more than this one, but I do have to recognize that the threat of Spiritomb, which is not a threat on TCG Live, of course, but the threat of Spiritomb basically forces you to play something as close to this version as possible. Once again, my crazy hair is one strand, right? Alright. Yeah, you're basically forced to play with this version of the deck in order to protect your Gen-Sex from Spiritomb so that you can actually get going most of the time. Did mulligan twice. My opponent has no doubt as to what they are up against now. And this hand is honestly pretty sad. Yeah, this hand could happen to either version of the deck for sure. And we also lost the coin flip, so bad things happening all around. Could all end off of this judge, honestly. Yeah, they have the raw battle VIP pass. It's okay though, we're gonna judge into double battle VIP pass, that's how this usually works. 70 HP Frigibax is actually pretty interesting as a choice. Not sure I agree with it, but yeah. Alright. At least we get to attack my opponent's hand really well with the judge, but if we don't have the bench to back that up, then what's the point, right? And now my opponent sees this and they might be thinking, uh-oh, there's a chance I get KO'd, right? I would prefer to knock the Chien-Pao out than playing the judge, but that is unfortunately not going to be possible. So just attaching to Thin and judge, hoping for the best. Okay, that is actually genuinely super good. It's not double battle VIP pass, but it's almost there. Yeah, it actually is almost there. We also get to bench the Ice Cube to threaten the Frigibax essentially immediately to find a Force Heal Stone, which is fantastic. I can establish probably so I'm thinking Meloetta. So my opponent only gets one prize card this upcoming turn, but I can't just retreat into the Ice Cube, but yeah, definitely the Meloetta, I feel, is the better choice Okay, 3 power tablets in my hand. That is very sad, to say the least. No energy either, which is also a little bit sad. But we're just gonna sacrifice the Meloetta. Maybe the Ice Cube is a better sacrifice potentially. Now that I think about it. But having the potential bench pressure onto the Frigibax is actually super nice. Alright, hopefully that judge really affected my opponent. We had no other play. We drew really well off of the judge, which is pretty great. Iridum. Can't get the rare candy back Excalibur. And that means Meloetta is going down. But what I can do is target down the Excalibur, right? And then that eliminates the Chien-Pao as a threat, which is always nice. Another concealed cards. We shall see. I don't need a lot of power tablets either, but I do need some, so it's not like I can just burn them. Probably need a couple throughout the game to knock out double Chien-Pao. So the cool thing is I have... Ooh, wow, okay. Oh, okay. Seems like they're gonna go out of their way to get... Oh, wait. I was gonna say 2 prizes, but actually Ice Cube has more than 90. I just assumed it had less than 90. Or 90. It has 110, so... And maybe they just want to attach all the energies, knowing that... Yeah, I mean, as good backup, right? Yeah, that's actually a pretty smart choice. If I do knock out the Excalibur, however... they will not be able to knock out my Mew VMAX, which is ultimately the goal. Now, with DLS Sparkle, I am guaranteed the KO on the active, which definitely has its own sort of merit. So, I think I just go after the active. Or maybe I can try first. This is what I'll do. I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Palpad and a switch card. I'm gonna grab the Mew VMAX. Then I'm gonna grab a power tablet. I'm gonna play a power tablet, sorry, and I'll see what I draw off of this first Genesect. Only for 2, right? But do I just go all out with the Alessa Sparkles? I mean, it's 1 extra card. I think knocking out the Excalibur is the way to go, though. Well, can I really get 6 energies off of a 4-card hand? Probably not. All right. Well. Oh, what? Are you serious right now? I mean, I never checked for that, obviously. I priced... Okay. I priced 3 energies. Alrighty then. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Did I prize my other 3 DTs as well? Why did I click all? I'm already looking at all. Wow. 3 Fusion Strike energies prized. That is insane, but it is what it is. That's alright. That's alright. I'm gonna knock out the Chien-Pao and hopefully... Oh wait, I didn't draw with this? Yeah, I can draw an extra card. Okay, we're gonna play that, get rid of it, and then we will go ahead and use Technoblast for the KO. The way that is rearranged, I have no idea how it works. Probably at least 1 Fusion Strike energy, yeah, and a Genesect. So I have the knockout on the Excalibur now for sure. Now that I think about it, sacrificing the Meloetta was better than sacrificing the Ice Cube, because this means Greninja cannot take a prize this turn. An extra prize doesn't really help the price trade-off for this deck, really, but not bad at all. Now, my opponent is 1 Irida away from knocking me out, right? Irida gets them Chien-Pao and the 4 energies, and then they knock me out. However, they simply pass, so This is most definitely going to be basically the game. We're gonna bench this, we're gonna go boss here. I fully expect to see a concession, but just in case, we're gonna keep clicking on cards. Definitely gonna get rid of this, just playing correctly. I really expect a concession to come soon after I knock out the Excalibur. Right? And then, wow, did I really use... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, did I really use all 3 Fusion Strike systems? I did not, yeah. Alrighty, so then we get to retreat, we promote, and now I actually have access to snipe the future Frigibaxes, which is also very nice, right? Odds are 50-50 that I unlock another Fusion Strike energy. If I had, I would have been able to snipe the Peeberl, but having the possibility to snipe Frigibax was more than enough. So, yeah, on to the next game. Alright, so now we're up against Gardevoir. So this was a matchup in the finals of the Japanese Nationals Tournament, which this deck is based off of. And I am one switching card and an Alessa Sparkle away from being able to attack on turn 1. I would like to sort of pretend that my opponent was playing a Spiritomb, and so I could Force Seal Stone Alessa onto Genesect to protect them. I think that would actually be pretty cool if PCG Live worked properly. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there, which I'm sure you saw. Pretty good start. The fact that I know I don't have to play around a Spiritomb is really bad. So, good guy Pablo partially wants to play as if my opponent had benched a Spiritomb right here. Honestly, good guy Pablo really wants to do that. Bad guy Pablo wants to set up the Ice Cube and snipe our Ralts. Definitely gonna bench this. So what would good guy Pablo, or who do we go? Good guy Pablo, pretending there's a Spiritomb, because I really think Gardevoir might start playing that. Or bad guy Pablo, and we just start sniping with Ice Cube. It's quite the toss-up for me right now, because I want to win, but I also want to try and play cleanly as much as possible. Like, grabbing these two seems good. I mean, if there was a Spiritomb, I'd still grab the Ice Cube. It's just a matter of who gets the energies, right? If I want to be successful at getting a turn 1 attack off here. So, I mean, none of this would change my choices. It would just, like, determine whether I attack on turn. Well, yeah, because I haven't... Actually, I can get the attack off without even... Alright. It is what it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Alright. So let's go Alessa Sparkle. I did not check for the energies once again. Maybe I priced 3. Again, I did not, thankfully. But, alright. So now all I need is a switching card, which I have guaranteed. I would prefer to draw it. However, of course, off of this, wow. I feel like Mew has something with me. Like, I've hated on V-Stars, I mean on VMAXs for so long, and then here comes Mew working like this, getting me a top 4 at an IC. I don't know. It's hard to deny when this deck is just working out so well. Alright, I'm gonna start Alchemy then, and I'm gonna even get an Escape Rope, which messes with my opponent even further. And I'm gonna Lost Zone the Ralts. Like, this is just insane. Yeah, this is actually insane how powerful this turn is right now. So there's the Ice Cube, and then we go ahead and Block Slider, and we will do 120 damage. Which Ralts is more threatening? I reckon the Memory Skip. Memory Skip, you never know. You know, when, like, they stop you from attacking, I don't know. So Memory Skip to the Lost Zone, and all of a sudden we are to say we are in a good position would be the understatement of the year. What a turn 1 that was. Okay, sure. I'll discard a Genesect, not a big deal. Really, really not a big deal right there. Alright. Alright, more Ralts. Niculia really needs the Manaphy though to protect their bench from me just attacking with Ice Cube again. Alright, I was about to say that I might play Iono because getting my other Lost City would actually be pretty big here. And my opponent, I mean, they didn't help me with that, but technically they did to an extent. If I were a good Pokemon player, I would have checked to see how many Mew VMAXs I prized. Like, I skipped through it. I'm sure my brain knows, but just superficially, I don't remember. Alright, there's a Manaphy, so definitely important to shuffle my deck because 2 energies are at the bottom. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball away the Battle VIP Pass on something else. But my opponent decides to immediately concede. Alright, well, dominant Mew. Yeah, on to the next match. If you have enjoyed the video so far and found the information useful, please consider becoming a Tablemon channel member through the join button down below. For as low as $1.99 a month, you can help support the creation of these videos. Alright, now we are going first against Arc Duraludon, which is, or it should be at least, a pretty decent matchup for us. Overall, definitely off to a weird start though. I think the Iono is definitely going to be needed. The energy is also welcome. Part of me wants to try to Chromatic, but like with an Ultra Ball, I have the guaranteed Genesect, right? Which draws me 1 card. But that also gets rid of the Power Tablet. So maybe I just save all of this. No, but if I'm gonna save it, well, no, you know what? Never mind. I want this Ultra Ball for Mew VMAX next turn. So my next turn is whatever I top deck, most likely will be discarded along with a Chromatic for Mew VMAX, attach Research Strike Energy, play Power Tablet, and then Iono. You know? Especially because my opponent did not attach a double turbo. Knocking out this Arceus is gonna be super, super clutch. And then it's just a matter of max miracling beyond the Duraludon VMAX. So, all good. Plays boss's orders. What? That is a very peculiar decision. Okay. So, double Chromatic gone. Yeah. So, I chose not to play cards. I definitely could have. Alright. I did prize 2 Genesects. That is actually really bad news. Yeah. That is actually potentially really bad news, but that's okay. Alright, there's a Power Tablet, and Iono. I need 1 Genesect of the 6 cards, and barely got there. Jeez. Barely got there. But this honestly puts me so far ahead that it doesn't matter too much, but still a scary situation to be in. I get this turn 1 KO, or turn 2 KO, sorry, but I'm not in the best position yet. That is a good price though. Potentially so is the energy. I do have the Judge. I can play the Cleansing Gloves and then Lost Vacuum them away to help with thinning the deck, because now I need 1 switching card, right? We do see the Raihan by my opponent, which is completely fine. You do have access to 1 Path to a Peak, but I also have access to Max Miracle. Fully expecting, yep, the evolution right there. Another attachment, and an Ultra Ball. Okay. Oh, wait, what? What are you? if it's in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench, attach for basic energy, and then your turn ends. And then Rainbow Burn does 100 plus 30 for you. I don't even know. Alright, this opens up an escape rope play. Choosing to go for the judge is quite peculiar. Like playing that preemptively after you've played right hand just feels less than optimal, but hey, who am I to judge? Okay, so all the energies right here, I definitely need to judge. I'm gonna play that as well to thin. So either I need a switching card or I need Mew plus double turbo, right? So that Luminion is always going to be there most likely. I mean, unless there's a Volo in my near future, but I'm just going to go ahead and judge here. And geez, that is not a good draw now. So I have to play that, and then we're going to Lost Vacuum it away. Not the biggest fan of that. All right, Jizek number 1 for 3. And all right, I mean, we did get the escape rope, which is good news, right? That also allows me to attach this energy, or I could simply Ultra Ball. Kind of like attaching the energy, however, and then we'll find an Ultra Ball off what to discard for the Ultra Ball off of this Genesect, hopefully. That's pretty reasonable, honestly. To the point where I don't want to Ultra Ball yet. Alright, we do find Ice Cube, which is most certainly not going to be very useful right here. The Alyssa Sparkle might actually have some use, so this is all we're going to do for now, and we are going to go ahead and cross Fusion Strike and take a KO. Right, so my opponent cannot bench anything else. They also absolutely need a Metal Energy, otherwise they are not attacking us this turn. That's probably something very likely to happen, but they need to attack at least 4 times, right, to knock out Mews. Or they can just bench more Pokemon so I can just win the game. That works too. I am happy with that choice, my friend. I generally am happy with that choice. I mean, you have to at least try, you know? You have to at least try to not let me win so easily. But hey, who am I to judge? So now we go Star Alchemy. Hopefully my opponent doesn't concede before we are able to just take the knockout on this Vulpix. That way we get full points from the ladder. Yep, that's it. So 3 pretty straightforward games. Mew obviously being extremely powerful right there. Showing no signs of stopping anytime soon. And yeah, there's a reason why this deck was the champion in Japan, right? So pretty cool deck. Maybe Spiritom's release is making it now even more powerful than before. I really don't know. Maybe we've all been misplaying, and not playing Ace Q was always a mistake. We finally found the truth. I don't know, but my opponent's MVP was Ho, apparently. And yeah, Mew VMAX, pretty powerful deck, should be a big threat. And what beats it? Maybe Lost Box, because it can beat it consistently. Spiritomb clearly doesn't. Maybe we need Spiritomb and the new supporter that discards special energies. Maybe that's how we get there. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.